friends, I'm back with a Traveler's Notebook spread out of my summer 2018 notebook. I'm trying out this sort of ring-bound Traveler's Notebook. I've seen a couple of scrapbookers do this as of late, and I thought I would give it a try. If you've been following me for at least the past few months, then you know I'm trying my hand at creating spreads in a Traveler's Notebook. So this is one of about 3 that I have going right now. So there you see some items from my stash. Everything I'm using for this particular project is all stuff from my stash, nothing new. There are some things that I haven't opened, some things that I've used a little bit, as you can see, some sticker sheets and whatnot. So I'm going to put some of those things to good use. There's some die cuts there to the top right of the screen that I sort of set to the side. So I printed out some photos of my daughter and we have been swimming pretty much 2 or 3 days a week all summer long. We're also a homeschool family, so in the afternoon when we are done with school, we like to go and swim as well. And so I took some pictures, or actually she says, "Mommy, take some selfies. Let's take some selfies." And of course I'm always down with that. And so that's us just munching on some chips and just hanging out by the pool and just enjoying the hot Texas weather. Texas has been incredibly hot this summer, and so we get to enjoy nice extended hot weather and enjoy the pool for just a bit longer. So now I'm working on my title, and the title is going to read Swimming Routine. And I'm using an old Thickers font, and I forget what this font's called, but I've had it, I'd say at least 6 years, at least. But I love it, and I've hoarded it, so I decided I need to use it up. Now these chipboard stickers, of course, tend to fall off the page, so I'm going to add some additional adhesive. That's this Nuvo adhesive that I purchased recently, and I love it. It has a nice thin applicator, and it's easy to put on, and it dries clear, and it's easy to apply. So I'm going to apply that to the back of those chipboard letters to make sure they stay in place. And because this notebook doesn't have any page protectors, I want to make sure that all the elements that I put on there will stay in place. Now I'm adding this chipboard word that says swimming. That's also a Thickers, from a Thickers set. Nice and summer themed. What I did is I have a kit that is all summer. I have it labeled summer. So all my summer elements are in this particular kit, and I haven't been using it as much as I probably need to. So it was nice to be able to pull out these things and use them up. Now I have this tag here, and it also says summer or swimming. No, it says summer. Love that font, love the color. And now I am going to back that with some foam adhesives. And I want to make sure that I have some texture with that at the top. So I grabbed some jute and tied that through the hole. So here I am adding some dimensionals. I try not to add too much dimension to a Traveler's Notebook, but for this one, because it's ring bound, it allows me to add a little bit more dimension because those rings allow for me to put in more pages and for those pages to have space to sort of move and turn. Next up, I'm going to work on my title, and what I did was I typed up my journaling as a list and cut them out in strips. I'm going to adhere them here in a second. But to the bottom, I have this leftover piece of a border that was a part of that large 12 by 12 sticker sheet that I showed you at the beginning of the video. And I decided to put that to good use because no sense of having it around in my stash, and I thought it would be perfect in this particular layout, on this particular layout, I should say. After getting the border adhered, I'm going to add this cute little pineapple because why not? It's summer. And I backed that with some dimensional squares just to give it a little bit of height. Now I'm adding some flowers. I have a blue flower, which is really beautiful, and it goes with the colors of the layout. However, this other flower, it's white, and it has some gold foiling, which is pretty, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it on there. I think I'm going to find another flower and replace it. There is some gold foiling in that tag above. I don't know if it's picking up well on the camera, where it says summer. And so I thought I'd bring a little bit of gold to the bottom, but I don't know if it's going to work yet, so we'll see. So now what I want to do is add some adhesive to the back of my journaling strips. And my journaling says, our summer routine, and of course this is in a list. Number 1, put on a bathing suit and grab our towels. 2, cover our entire bodies with sunblock, SPF 100. 3, pack yummy snacks and drinks. 4, fill our arms with pool toys and floaties. Number 5, hang out at the pool until we are shriveled up sunburnt raisins, which is very true for us. Number 6, play a variety of pool games, mostly made up and super random. Swim Olympics, anyone? And number 7, having a lot of fun and enjoying the season. And we certainly had a ton of fun. So from that sticker sheet, I found these cute little sandals, and I thought that could just not be any more perfect. I love it when this happens. And then I have this pink flower that I thought would work a lot better than that white flower with the gold foil on it. It just adds a little bit more color to that side of the layout. Now I have these sprinkle enamel dots, which I love these by Doodlebug. They're just some of my favorite enamel dots. And I'm going to add 3 to that spread, and it kind of looks like little water bubbles are sort of popping up from below. And with that, I'm going to call this Traveler's Notebook spread done. If I'm honest, I really enjoy this format. I like that not only can I use up materials that I have in my stash, but it's yet another way for me to document and tell my stories. And particularly when it's a nice themed album like my Summer 2018 album that you see here. To see close-ups of this spread, make sure you head on over to the Victoria Marie Instagram account and follow me there. And then on Fridays, I'll be posting a Friday roundup where you can also see pictures of this spread and more. Hey, before you go, be sure to subscribe to the Victoria Marie YouTube channel, and when you do, click that bell indicator. That way you'll know every time a new video is posted to this channel. Now you go and be creative.